So for this final project, I created a religion called Bonnaroo, mainly based off of the music festival Bonnaroo. Um, so it was originated in and founded in 2002 in a small town in Tennessee called Manchester. The religion was founded upon love for music and preaching love and acceptance. Woodstock and Lollapalooza were inspirations for Bonnaroo, as they did it first, and we just added to it. Since Bonnaroo's creation in 2002, over 1 million unique followers have been garnered. Bonnaroo was built on the idea of collecting friends, loved ones, and strangers into one place to practice love, peace, and acceptance and take it back into the world through the rest of the year. So some Bonnaroovian beliefs is love and acceptance are to be practiced at a festival every year and be practiced throughout the rest of the year. This practice is to be taken out, and once a year a festival is held on the farm to get together with your counterparts and practice the love and acceptance that the Ruvians preach. No god is prayed to or worshipped to, as most Ruvians believe that we all possess the power to be our own gods and direct the light in our own life. Though we don't pray to gods, we tend to pray to idols, or worship idols rather, and the idols that are being worshipped are musicians and other musical acts. So some examples of this is, and it may change from person to person as we all have different tastes, but some examples of these idols, at least through my eyes, are Chance the Rapper, who is seen as the mayor of Bonnaroo. He comes every year, whether as a performer or just a practitioner, just to come and feel the love and acceptance that is Bonnaroo. Other ones include My Morning Jacket, who show up every couple years to perform, but are always on the farm, showing love and acceptance. And STS-9, better known as Sound Tribe Sector 9, is there almost every year performing, giving very spiritual shows to its people. These three musicians and groups make the trek to the farm every couple years, like I said, and when they're not performing, they come as practitioners of Bonnaroo, which is truly a beautiful thing. It shows us that Bonnaroo is one of the most wonderful places on earth. New idols may be added every couple years due to how they are perceived on the farm. Most notably, in recent years, it's being a duo called Sylvanesso. They embody the Bonnaroo spirit unequivocally. Now, along with idols, there are also fiends within our realm. Fiends are classified when they perform on the farm during the festival and don't necessarily preach the same love and acceptance that the Ruvians do. Just a few examples of this. Let's just start with Kanye West. In 2008, he showed up late, and his set was cut short due to time restraints, and he has since written off the festival. And many people don't want him back because of the negative energy that he brought that specific year. And then in most recent years, this year being specific 2018, was the first year since our country music counterparts in Las Vegas experienced the worst tragedy known to the festival kind. All of our worst nightmares and Eminem thought that it would be a wonderful idea to play the sound of a bomb going off in the middle of a set, startling people at his show, and startling people even more so who weren't at his show and couldn't tell what was going on. So now there's a couple different types of people who practice Bonnaroo, and this system doesn't really have any specific rank. It's just how we choose to live our lives and practice our religion at the festival. So let's start with the VIP people. These people stay in air-conditioned tents. They're close to the venue, which we call our church. They have seatings for worship when watching idols. And they get free drinks, and they are considered economically rich. And then you have the bourgeois people who stay in RVs. They tend to wear flower headdresses. They tend to be more clean than the last two types of people. They are economically stable, and they tend to carry totems to express themselves and use it as a finding point for their friends and loved ones. Next is the hippies. They are considered the true Bonnaroovians. They stay in camping tents. They are seen as economically stable. They are also seen as being more one with the earth than any of the prior people stated. And they also partake in rituals of consumption of mind-altering substances. Some of the hippies may be clean, and some of the hippies may actually be dirty. And the last is the wooks. They are true Bonnaroovians like the hippies, almost even more so. They are what are known as the enlightened ones within our own culture. They partake in rituals of consumptions and mind-altering substances. These people are economically poor, but every year, wooks make their way down to the farm in Tennessee. As I stated, there's no true rank amongst the people, just how we choose to participate in the festival. Ultimately, we all live our lives the same, preaching love and acceptance. There is no question that people participate in the festival differently every year. So now for practice, most people are on Thursday. Most people have arrived as a way to pay respect to our brothers and sisters that we haven't seen in at least a year. We give high fives to show the love and acceptance. This is as we are waiting to get into the arch, and the arch is the entrance to our church called Centeroo. Many hippies and wooks make up the attendance on Thursday, welcoming new potential idols of the future. Friday and Saturday can be seen as almost similar in the way that they are carried out ritualistically. The ritual is in full swing. Totems are brought out to express people's creativity, and they're also used to be found in the large crowds by your family, friends, and other loved ones. Idols play throughout the day and night until the sunrise. There are 3 main idols that play unopposed through the weekend, and they are the most sought after. Hippies and wooks partake in ritualistic ingestion of mind-altering substances to heighten their experiences of love and acceptance within the festival. These substances also lead to higher enlightenment. It is said that this happens, that these substances create different channels within the brain and allow different parts of the brain to communicate, thus causing more enlightenment. Sunday is the last day of the festival, and most people use it to do something that they wouldn't do normally. Sit down and have a conversation with a stranger that may be from, the other side of the country that you're from, that also made the trek down to the farm. Sometimes it's customary to gift little trinkets to somebody. Those things are never forgotten, especially when it's gifted to you. It's just as fun to give as it is to receive, and there's a lot going on both ends through this festival. It's also customary to, take care of the people around you on Sunday, as we've all just had a very, very long and arduous weekend. Many people do not take well enough care of themselves and find that they might not be able to see the festival all the way through. And you want to make sure that everybody makes it to Sunday night to sing those songs with you and just to feel the love. The rest of the year, after the festival is over, there's about 360 days in between festivals. This is when Ruvians flood back into the real world and put into practice love and acceptance of all people, whether it's at their jobs, in school, in their family. From time to time, you may run into a fellow Ruvian in the real world, but you can never just tell by the looks of them, as Ruvians come in all shapes and sizes. And upon death, Ruvians believe, like the Pink Floyd song, "Great Gig in the Sky," we go there and we get to meet the idols that have passed on before us and be with our friends, family, other loved ones, and await the people who are going to come after us. The afterlife of Ruvians is ultimately an eternal stay on the farm. Thanks for your time.